Make sure you've got space around you and just start with a nice seated position. Okay, so getting comfortable. You have an option to sit on a block or a pillow or anything that's kind of hard standing, okay, just to give yourself a little bit of elevation here. And then we're just going to start by sitting nice and tall through the crown of our spine. Think about pushing the shoulders to the back of the room, sitting up tall, and then just resting your hands on your knees, and then just getting comfortable closing the eyes. I'm going to do about 10 rounds of breath, okay, just to start the practice off. Focusing on your breath helps to connect the body with the breath, okay, it helps to calm the nervous system down. Okay, and just focus on the inhalations, the exhalations, in and out through the nose. Okay, so just start those 10 breaths out. Ujjayi breathing in and out of the nose. As you start to move through that breath work, just begin to become more aware of what's happening within the body, how your shoulders are relaxing and softening. Maybe how the inhalation and exhalation are becoming as equal as possible. Okay, taking a few more breaths here. Helps to close your eyes to find that focus and center the body off. Okay, no one else is around, no one's watching you. Okay, so just start to relax into this breathing. Find 2 more breaths here. On this final breath, try to fill the lungs as big as you can, increasing that tidal volume, increasing the lung capacity. Take a deep breath in here. Hold it, and then exhale out. Good, you can blink your eyes open now and start to roll the shoulders up to the ear, one at a time and back down. Okay, so mobilizing through the shoulders, up and down. Nice, and then start to use your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep your hands on your knees. Stay nice and centered here. Good, in 5, in 4. Should feel nice in 3 to start that class up in 2, and 1. Nice job. Take the hands down to the side and then take a gentle reach, lateral stretch over to one side. Opening up the side of our body, our rib cage, intercostal muscles, our latissimus dorsi. Good, leaning into it, just relaxing that breath here. Inhalations, exhalations. Good, everybody. One more breath in now through the nose. Nice. Take an inhale back to center, both hands on the floor. Exhale over to the other side. So gently opening up the other side of the body. Try to get that same intensity on this side. Notice the kneecap on the opposite side wants to lift up. We need to use the strength in our leg and our thighs to press that knee further down to the floor. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. So a nice grounding flow to start off your week or whatever you are practicing. 1 more breath. Good, coming back to center, dropping the ear down to the shoulder. Keep both hands on the floor or fingertips, so you're keeping the arms long. Try not to lean too far forward. Try to think about remaining tall through the spine. Good. Nice. Take a few more breaths, just focusing on the upper stretch in the neck. Good, 1 more breath. And then draw that chin in, tuck it towards the chest. Find that extension of the top of the spine, our cervical spine. Good, breathe here for 2 breaths. Good, 1 more breath here. And then gently drop the head to the other side. Find that same intensity of stretch. Okay, breathing in and out here. Now, focusing on deep breath work and a little bit of emphasis of stretching at the beginning of our yoga practice now is just helping you build up that stronger and more confident connection with the body. Okay, noticing if there are any niggles that we feel a bit out of place with, or perhaps one side is more imbalanced than the other. Good, and then big circles in an anti-clockwise direction, drawing that chin all the way in. Keep the hands on the side, touching the floor. And you might begin to start to hear all the cracks in the neck. A bit like anyone who likes to eat crunchy nut or cornflakes. You're biting into it, hearing all the cracks, okay? Good, and then changing direction. What that's doing is releasing air within the vertebrae, okay? Mobilizing that region of our spine, really important because it holds the weight of our head. Good, nice job everyone. And then we're going to come off the pillow or the block or the books, whatever you've been sitting on, okay? Using our breath to flow, that lateral movement with our spine now. So we're very, it's more normal for us to do forwards and backwards movement with the spine, okay? So what we want to do is laterally move our spine right and left. So take a hand to the side, left hand to the floor, inhale, right arm up, and then exhale, leaning to the left. Inhale to center, right hand down, left hand up and over, exhale. Good, nice. Inhale to center, both hands on the floor, exhale, leaning to the left. Nice. Inhale to center, exhale to the right in 5. Lovely, everybody. Inhale to center, exhale to the left in 4. Focus on those knees staying still. Inhale to center, exhale to the right in 3. Good. In 2. Nice. Try to look up to the ceiling in these last few ones. And then over to the last side in 1. Good job. Lovely. Hands on the knees. Deep breath in, shoulders up to the ears. And deep breath out all the way down and back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lovely. From side on, we're going to have a few rounds of cat-cow, so seated here. Take an inhale, push the chest forwards, squeeze the shoulder blades backwards, elbows into ribs, lift the chin up. And then exhale, push into your coccyx bone, push the back all the way to the edge of the room. Tuck that chin into the chest and just hold that pose here. Lovely. Inhale, chest forwards, chin up. Exhale, pushing back. Keep the hands on the knees, tuck the chin to the chest, helping to protract the shoulder blades. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Lovely. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. So find that nice flexion and extension of the spine. Good. Come back to center. We're going to scoot forwards into the middle of our mat. Bring the knees into your chest and then round the spine like a ball and then lower all the way down onto the back. Good. Once you've laid on the back, just rest the shoulders and the head down and then plant the feet onto the floor as well, keeping the knees bent here. Hands to the side and then gently float the knees from right to left. Should release your lower spine here. So over to the left, back to center and over to the right. Focus on your breath again, inhaling to center, exhaling to the side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Good. In 5, inhale, center, exhale. In 4. And don't worry if the knees don't touch the floor. In 3. Good. In 2, staring up at the ceiling. Nice. In 1. Lovely job, everyone. Bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Lift the shoulders off the floor. And then holding yourself here, either reach towards the ankles. Squeeze the core in 3. In 2. In 1. Feet down to the ground. Then draw the right knee into the chest. Keeping both legs straight here. Find that hip compression with the right knee. And then extend, lift it up, flex the foot, point the toes towards you, reaching for the hamstring here. Good, feeling that stretch along the calf. Deep breath in, squeeze the knee into the chest. Good, as you exhale, extend that leg straight, flexing the toes, pointing towards you, reaching for the hamstring behind. Nice, 1 more time, inhale, squeeze the right knee in. And then exhale, extend it up. Lovely. Good. Switching legs, left knee into chest. Keep the right foot on the floor. And just pausing for a second, feeling that nice hip compression with the left leg. Exhale, extend the left leg up to the ceiling, flexing the toes. Try to straighten the leg out if you can. Good, inhale to center, squeeze and pause. Exhaling, extending, flexing those toes. Imagine we're balancing a bowl. I'm going to keep the cornflakes theme on. Balancing a bowl of cornflakes with milk on the foot, okay? Keeping it nice and still. One more time, inhale, tuck that knee into the chest. Exhale, extend the leg up to the ceiling. Good, reaching for that hamstring. And then send both feet to the floor. Lovely job, everybody. Opening up, tracking down the hip. We're going to take the feet, lift them up, reaching into happy baby. Opening those legs wide. Okay, inner arches of the feet we're holding on to. The wider this position, the more opening we're going to get from the stretch in the inner thighs and our hip. You can stay still, or you can add a little bit of rocking from side to side here. And just start to notice where you're feeling the stretch within the hip, okay, the inner thighs, maybe even potentially along the hamstrings at the top of the leg. Lovely. We're going to take a couple more seconds to pause in the next move. Feet to the floor, Supta Baddha Konasana. Gently let the knees fold out to the side. Feet together, knees out to the side. Rest the shoulders down. Okay, imagine we're retracting the shoulders into the floor and then settling your hands on your inner thighs or on the floor beneath you. So again, we're starting a nice grounding practice with gently moving into some deep stretches, focusing on your breath. We're here for 5 rounds of breath now. And as you start to travel through the breaths in this position, you'll start to notice the deeper stretch within the inner thighs. Okay. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. A chance to slow down, connect with your body. A chance to be aware of how it feels to hold certain stretches. It may be uncomfortable. It may be really enjoyable, okay? And then also starting to recognize how we kind of come into the poses and out of the poses, how we transition. Are we gentle and soft and subtle, or are we erratic and a bit shaky? Good, one more round of breath. And then on your exhale, slowly close the knees together, taking your time, and then gently come up to a nice tabletop position, pushing yourself all the way around. Okay, remembering tabletop is a tucked position with the knees, okay, hands under shoulders, and then 3 rounds of cat and cow using the breath. Okay, just make sure you're centered upright. Take an inhale, belly down, chin up. Exhale, open the shoulders, tuck the chin into the chest. Good, inhale, belly down, chin up. Exhale, open that chest. Sorry, open the back, tuck the chest in. Last round of breath. Inhale, belly down, chin up. Exhale, open the chest. Sorry, open the back, tuck the chin into the chest. Good, tuck the toes under here. Sit back into your heels, reach the arms to the front of the mat. Now, as we reach our arms forwards, we're going to gently lower the forehead down first. Feeling that lovely chest expansion here. Elbows are not on the ground, the arms are straight, the palms are facing into the floor, and the forehead is resting here. Nice. Push your hips deeper into the heels. Find that stretch in the toes as well. Breathing here in 3. Inhale. Exhale. In 2. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Shuffle the knees wider. Big toes together now, so the feet are flat behind you, and then reach the arms further forwards. Now the elbows can rest on the ground into child's pose. So this is your resting pose. At any point during the class you feel you need to just take a pause and a moment to take that break. Come into this pose at any time, okay? Helps to lengthen our spine, the upper musculature, and also helps to open the hips up. Gently take an inhale, come up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under and then push back to downward facing dog. Tuck the chin into the chest. Walking out your downward dog, gazing through the ankles.
Take a few rounds of breath here. Inhales and exhales. Nice. From here, take an inhale, look at the hands. Exhale, I want you to walk to the wrists, grabbing the elbows, finding ragdoll pose, keeping the legs as straight as you can. At the beginning of class, we might feel a little bit sore in this pose. Make sure the elbows are relaxed, adding a little bit of pulsing if need be. Helping to lengthen our lower spine. Feeling gravity pull the chest down. Option to close the eyes to help your body relax here. All the benefits of an inversion where the blood is traveling to the brain, the head is lower than our heart, so it's having to work a little bit harder to pump the blood around. That's where you begin to feel a bit of pressure in the head and the eyebrows, the forehead. Good, just bring fresh oxygen to the brain. Release your hands to the floor. Take an inhale, lift up your chest, halfway hold. Exhale, hands back to the mat. See if the legs can straighten out here. Good. Begin to bend into the knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, bend into the knees. Exhale, extend. Good, in 5, inhale, bend. Exhale, extend in 4. Nice, everyone. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend in 3. Keep gazing to the back of the room, so you're loosening the lower spine, the upper spine, your trapezius muscles as well. In 3. Nice. In 2. Moving with that breath, inhaling to bend. Exhale to extend in 1. Lovely. Your next inhales, come to a nice bend in the knees and gently roll up the spine to standing. Inhale into standing pose, Tadasana, hands above head. Lovely. Exhale, fold through the center, hands back to the mat, tuck the chin in. Halfway hold, inhale, hands to shins, look down, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, step the feet back, press the hands into the floor, high plank pose. Good, so we're going to hold it here for a couple of rounds of breath. Take an inhale, looking down. Big long breath, exhale. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Remember, if it's too much, just drop down to your knees into a low plank. Good, finishing that second breath, last round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely, find your vinyasa. Take an inhale, drop the knees, drop your chest to the floor. Lifting back up, upward facing dog, knees on the floor or hips on the floor, or we can push into the tops of the feet, lift the hips all the way up. Exhale over the toes, downward facing dog. Lovely, take an inhale, shift forwards, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees and then lower the chest all the way down. Cobra Pose, lifting that chest about 6 inches off the floor. You can keep the hands on the ground, or you can float the hands away. Hold it here. Lower back muscles engaged in 3. Pushing into the tops of the feet in 2. Squeezing the kneecaps so they lift off the floor in 1. Lovely. Take an exhale, chin to the floor. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push back to that half plank. And then downward facing dog. Nice, everyone. So in that downward dog, keep the legs moving, straightening one leg out, bending into the other, feeling the lovely extension with the heel lifted high, stretching into the tiptoes, spread the weight across the hands, find that nice sweet spot on your mat, okay? Now remember, downward facing dog is also a resting pose, so instead of a vinyasa, chaturanga, you can meet back into this pose when I'll give you modifications to do so. Good, take an inhale, let's lift our right leg off the floor as high as we can, flex the toes, point the toes. Exhale, look at the hands, step between them, dropping the back knee down into our low crescent lunge here. Untuck the back toe. Sweep the arms from back to front. Inhale, lifting up, opening up that space. Find a gentle back bend here. Good, exhale back to the mat. Relax the breathing. Nice, take a couple of moments here. Tuck the toes at the back under. Inhale, floating up into low lunge. Take an exhale, release the breath. Right arm, simple lift. Inhale, floating up. Good. Exhale, back to the mat with that hand. Lovely. Take an inhale, step back into that high plank. Vinyasa from here, lower the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Other side, left leg, float up, inhale. Exhale, look to the hands, step there, drop the back knee. So lengthen that right hip flexor now. Take a breath with the hands on the floor, just getting comfortable into that hip position. Good, make sure the back foot is untucked. Take an inhale, lift the hands from back to front. Good, expand through that heart space. Exhale, back to the mat. Look down. Inhale, lift the back knee, low lunge. Take the exhale, settle into the hips here. You can add a bit of rocking from right to left. Take an inhale, simple twist, left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, back to the mat. Nice, step that left foot back, high plank, inhale. Vinyasa, chaturanga here, or you can meet me in downward facing dog. So we're gonna lower the chest, hover 6 inches off the floor, push the tops of the feet into the floor by lifting the chest as we go, upward facing dog, inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Moving a little bit higher through the mat now. Inhale, the right leg off the floor. Exhale, look forwards. Step there. Keep that back knee off the ground now. Float the arms up. Inhale. Crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, down to the mat. Take the right foot with you, high plank. Vinyasa, chaturanga, or downward facing dog. Lower the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, look through the ankle space. Take 2 rounds of breath here. One more round of breath. Remember that Ujjayi breathing in and out of the nose. Left leg, inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, look forward, step there. Keep the back knee lifted. And then next inhale, reach the arms up. Inhaling, look up to the ceiling. Exhaling, down to the mat. Step the left foot back, high plank. Meet me in downward facing dog or through the vinyasa. Lower the chest. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale over the toes. Downward facing dog. Nice work, everyone. So moving with our breath to flow through that sequence. Coming from grounding position to a little bit higher off the floor. Take an inhale, right leg, 3-leg down dog, lift up. Exhale, step forwards. Drop your back knee down. Take an inhale, sweep the mat from back to front. Inhaling, lifting up. Open that chest up with cactus arms. So widening that chest expansion, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Good, look up, lovely everyone. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, back knee off the floor, step the right foot back. Coming to side plank here. On our left side, reach the right arm up. Think about stacking the feet or bringing the left knee to the floor and hovering into bridge pose. Good, coming back to center, high plank, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Working in that upper body, inhale, upward facing. Lift the eyebrows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, 2 rounds of breath. Final round of breath. Left leg floating up, inhale. Exhale, step forwards, drop the back knee. Good. Sweep the hands from back to front, inhaling as we go. Exhale, cactus the arms, open that chest, lift that chin up. Good, feeling that nice expansion. Inhale, hands above head. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, back knee lifted off the floor. Take that left leg with you. Vinyasa, chaturanga, or downward facing dog.
For those chaturanga, inhale, upward facing, shoulders away from ears. Remember to peel them away. Exhale over the toes, downward facing dog. Nice job, 2 rounds of breath. In and out the nose. 1 more round of breath. Good, right leg, inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step between the hands. Low lunge or crescent lunge. Reach the arms up, find that balance. Open that chest out, exhale. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Vinyasa, let's go. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving into the left leg. Inhale, floating it high. Exhale, step forwards. Crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Bring the center of gravity into the middle, lifting that chest. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, hands to center. Down to the mat. Exhale, take that left foot back with you, coming onto the side plank on our right side. Float the left hand, left leg off the floor. Bring the back down, bring the right knee to the floor. We need a little bit more support with the lower spine. Good. Come forwards, high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower the chest. Good job. Upward facing dog. And then exhale, drop down to your knees. Sit the hips back into the heels, puppy pose. Forehead to the floor. Few rounds of breath here. Nice job, everybody. And just feel all the heat you've created so far in the practice. Reaching both hands over to the right. Keep the head as close to the floor as you can. Feel the left side of your body opening up. And then over towards the left. Feel the right side of your body opening up. Then take 1 more round of breath. Nice job. Take an inhale, rise up to tabletop, moving through that thoracic spine again. Take a nice wide stance with the knees, okay? Float the right arm up, simple twist, inhale. Make sure the arm is directly in line with the shoulder at the bottom, not far back, not over the front, directly in line. Exhale, back to the mat. Making sure the knees aren't leaning or the hips aren't leaning back, but stay nice and upright. That means engaging our core. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, back to the center. 1 more time. Inhale, floating high. Exhale, back to center. Nice work, everybody. Left side. Inhale, it's floating up. Let's float up. Exhale, back to the floor. Nice job. 2 more times. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, back to the mat. Lovely. All the benefits for our thoracic spine in the middle of our spine. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, back to center. Nice job. Let's tuck our toes, walk the feet forwards, and then come all the way to a nice standing pose into your Tadasana. Good. Give it a little shake. Option to take a water break now as well. Okay, moving through our balance sequence now, okay? So do what feels good. We're going to be working through our standard Tadasana pose. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so with our right leg to begin with, take it off the floor, hands to the hips, and then gaze forwards. And then slowly bring that right foot into the inner thigh. Okay, take the hand out to the side to allow that hip to open. Just rest the shoulders, settle here. And then bring the hands to heart center. Nice job. Finding your balance, finding your stillness. Few rounds of breath. Just feeling all the body heat that you've cultivated so far. Focusing on your balance. Focusing on your breath. Nice. In 5. Ooh. In 4. In 3. Good, everybody. 2 more breaths. Final breath. Lovely, release the hands, extend that leg in front of you, pause here, pulsing up in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, lovely, step it down, shake it out, and then move it to the other side, left leg looks lifted up, hands to the side, and then on the hips, and then once you've found your balance, bring that foot to the inner thigh, pause here, good, coming into our tree balance. Making sure that knee is as far to the side as possible. Stay strong with our standing leg. Make sure that our kneecap on the standing leg is also squeezed so we're lifting tall. And then bring your hands to heart center. Relax the shoulders. Again, 5 rounds of breath, steadying your breath, steadying your balance. Good job, everybody. Inhales and exhales. And remember, if you fall out of the balance, just gently flow back into it. Good, soften the face, 2 more rounds of breath. Nice job, 1 more round of breath. Good job, stepping down, just give your body a shake. Well done. All right, so we're gonna come down onto our mat now. So if you wanna make your way to a position where we're lying on our back, just gently get there. And then squeeze your knees into the chest. Open up to happy baby. So the inner arches of the feet, we're going to reach for, open that hip wide. Good, and then extend the legs all the way to the ceiling, flexing those toes. Just squeeze the knees, and then hands behind the head, interlace your fingers. We go for 24 reps, exhaling, lifting the chest. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, lifting the chest. Inhale to center. As we do this sequence, okay, we're keeping the feet flexed, balancing that bowl of crunchy nut or cornflakes on the feet. Okay, lengthening our hamstrings. Also improving that awareness with our hip flexors. The muscles attached to keeping the legs lifted, squeeze the knees tighter. Let's go, come on. Exhaling up, pause, inhale back to center. Exhaling up, pause, inhale to center. Make sure the elbows are winging out to the side. Keep it going. In 8, 7, in 6, nice. In 5, 4, come on, flex those feet a little bit more. 3, in 2, nice. In 1, feet to the floor. And then relax the breath. Window wipe those knees, right and left. Releasing that spine. Nice work, everybody. Good. So just letting that lower spine relax. We're letting all the core muscles gently soften. Good. We're going to roll onto our front swap. Working through the lower back muscles, back extension muscles, moving through a sequence with our Cobra. So hands under shoulders. Take an inhale, lift the chest as high as you can, extending the arms fully, squeezing the knees and feet together at the back. Exhale, bring the chest and chin down to the floor. Good. Inhale, extend that chest up as high as we can. Flexing the spine, push the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Lower the chin and chest down. Good. 2 more times. Inhale as high as you can. Don't worry if you're stopping halfway and pushing into the floor with the arms. They feel like they're doing a lot of work. You're good here. If you can extend the arms fully, get that full range of movement, excellent as well. Exhale, back to the mat. 1 more time. Inhale. Into extended Cobra. Lovely. Exhale, back to the mat. Left cheek on the floor. Arms to the side, and then just gently bend the knees, float from right to left. Good. Remember, also closing the eyes helps to soften the body as well. Good. All right, bring the chin to face forwards. Now, interlace the hands behind your back. Now, as you inhale, peel the chest away from the floor, lifting as high as you can, feeling all those muscles working in 5, 4, 3, 2, in 1, relax.
Right cheek to the floor or the other side. Bend into the knees. Good. Helping to expand that chest and working all the muscles in the lower spine. Lovely. From here, we're going to bring the chin forwards. Find a nice streamlined pose with our arms, okay? One hand on top of the other. Float the chest away from the floor. Lift the feet off the ground, pushing into the tummy, the pubis muscle, pubis bone in 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the bottom in 2 and 1. Nice job, everyone. Hands under shoulders, feet on the ground. Take an inhale, lift up to that long Cobra Pose. Good, and then look to the left. And then over to the right. Nice job. And then bring that chest down to the floor, chin down to the floor as well. Good. Now, depending how the back feels already, it might feel nice and worked already. You might want to take a breather, sit this one out. Otherwise, we're going to go into a reverse wheel. Okay, so we're going to bend both legs. Reach for the outside arches of our feet. Now, this might be enough for some of you. Thinking about as we peel the chest upright, just as we've been practicing, start to lift that chest and then begin to kick into the hands. Lift that chest, kick into the hands in 5, 4, 3. Keep gazing forwards. In 2, squeeze in the bottom. In 1, come to the fullest extension you can. Feeling the shoulders open, chest open, and relax. Nice work. Roll onto your back again. Good job, everyone. Just tickling the ankles here, knees are bent. Coming into 3 lifts into glute lift or hip bridge lift. Okay, so just get your center here. Make sure the ankles, you can just about tickle them with your fingertips. Take an inhale, squeeze the hips, lifting up tall. And then exhale, lower, back down to center. Take an inhale, push into the feet, push into the shoulders, lifting the hips high, squeezing the bottom. Exhale, back to the floor. Nice job. Final one. Inhale, push the hips high, squeezing the bottom, squeezing all the lower legs. Exhale, back to center. Nice work. We're going to extend the legs towards the floor now, and then sweep the right knee in. Take a nice tuck. Inhale, pulling that knee into the side, and then gently wiggle from right to left. Good. Maybe make some small circles as well. Gentle rotations. And then with that right knee, we're coming into supine twist. So right knee over to left, wing the arms out, look to the right side. The supine twist, we find the benefits of this spinal twist and posture. If the elbows or arms can wing out as far as possible, great. Otherwise, find a nice cactus position. And just steady the breathing here for a few rounds of breath. And then coming back to center, squeezing both knees in towards the chest. Exhaling the legs in front all the way to the mat, so we're laying flat now. Switching knees, left knee in, pulling it in, giving yourself a squeeze and a hug on our left side. Good, and then begin to circle that hip in small circles. Keep gazing up to the ceiling. Remember your breath, everybody. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Good, and then when you're ready, with your left knee, come across to the right side, supine twist. Open the arms out to the side, looking, relaxing, thinking about stacking the hip one on top of the other. Good, and just settle into your breathing here. Inhales and exhales. Good, a few more rounds of breath. Inhales and exhales. Coming back to laying on your back, steadying the breath. Take the hands above your head, crossing the opposite elbow or reaching for opposite elbow. Just notice how it feels in the shoulders. Okay, notice your lower spine where you've got that natural curve in the thoracic region. Okay, imagining that our core is like a slinky, it's open right now, okay? So we've got that slinky, which is kind of open. We want to press all of the spine into the floor and close the slinky up. And as you do this, you're feeling all the core tighten, okay? Take an inhale, open the back of the spine, feeling the core abdominal relaxing. And then exhale, push your spine all the way into the floor, tucking the pelvis inwards. So it's like an anterior tilt of that pelvis. Feeling the body and the unit seizing up. Good. Exhale, releasing that spine, letting the core abdominals relax. One more time. Exhale, push your back all the way deep into the floor, feeling all the core unit tighten up in 3, in 2, in 1. Keep the back pressed into the floor. Bring the hands by the side. Float those feet up towards the ceiling, holding it here in 5, flexing those toes in 4, in 3, in 2. Watch those toes gently trickle down to the floor, either both legs together if we've got that lower spine connection, or one and then the other. Preparing yourself for your final resting pose. Okay, just watch those toes as they trickle further away, closer to the floor. And then gently, once they touch the ground, take a deep breath in, close your eyes. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, just like that. Turn the palms to face upwards. Take the inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Good, and then just seal your lips here. Continue to let the rhythm of your breath just travel through the body in this pose. Trying to keep your eyes closed to help calm the body down, allowing our central nervous system to relax, allowing the heart rate to come back to a natural baseline, helping to bring the blood pressure level down as well. After any sort of exercise and movement, it puts stress on the body. So the Shavasana pose is often one of the hardest poses in yoga to practice, where we stay nice and still, not fidgeting, not focusing on anything else other than your instructor's voice and the rhythm of your breath, the inhales and the exhales. Now, if you want, you can bring the hands to just gently cover the belly and maybe the heart, and just try to breathe in and out of your belly. So that diaphragmatic breathing, where we're feeling that rise in the tummy, and then that lowering and that deflating feeling. Okay, so we're not breathing out of the ribs, that expansion in our upper chest. We're trying to breathe through the belly using that diaphragm. And as you hold this position, start to relax your eyebrows, your cheeks, your forehead, muscles in your jaw and your neck, your upper shoulders, your arms, triceps and biceps, your forearms, fingers and palms of the hand. And then relaxing your upper back, cervical back, your thoracic mid-spine and your lower lumbar spine region, all of the vertebrae, all of our spinal column, muscles around it. And then moving to the front of your chest, your abdominals, relaxing all the muscles in your tummy, all the muscles on your bottom, your glutes, upper legs, your hamstrings and calves, and then moving down the bottom of your legs, your calves, and then your toes, soles of your feet as well. And then just start to take deeper breaths in and out of the nose, encouraging that body to gently come back to a nice conscious awakening. Maybe start to wiggle the head, rocking right and left. Try to keep the eyes closed. Good, and then when you're ready, take a long body stretch perhaps, or maybe come over to a side fetal position. Just gently settling into a supported head pose here before we come up to a nice cross-leg position. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, push yourself to a nice seated position. Coming to where we were at the beginning of class, either get hold of that block, book or pillow again, sitting on top of it, and then bring the hands to the knees. Good. And then we're going to take the hands to the floor again. I want you to focus on that different feeling. Hopefully we're feeling a lot more lengthened and more relaxed as we take an inhale, and then the exhale to the side. Inhale to center, both hands on the mat. Exhale to the side. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. And already close the eyes. Do a few more here. Inhale to center. Exhale, lowering to the side. Notice how your body is feeling a lot more open and mobile and relaxed. Feeling that length we've created, all the space, and that deep connection with our breath. Good. Coming back to center, hands on the knees. Inhale, rise up with the shoulders. Exhale, lower down. In 5, inhaling up. Exhaling down in 4. Inhaling up. Exhaling down in 3. Good job, everybody. Inhaling up. Exhaling down in 2. Final 1, inhaling up. Exhaling down in 1. You're going to bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes, bow your heads forwards. Thank you all for joining class. Thank you all for moving your bodies. Remember that looking after your body starts with moving your body. Namaste. Thank you all for joining.